Hi, my name is Noah Buchek, and I was a part of this U.S. government class. I learned quite a bit from this class. I actually enjoyed doing this a little bit because it definitely is going to help me in life. Like, if people are trying to ridicule my government, I have a little bit more knowledge and grounds on how to, like, stop them and make them realize that, like, we have a good system here. For example, one of the things I learned was the process for turning a bill into a law. It starts in the Senate, and I mean in the House, and then goes to the Senate, and then I know how the president has the power to veto it. And that whole system's pretty interesting because people can't just say, like, oh, they're just making laws about whatever they want and it's completely random now. No, because there's an extremely long and tedious process for a bill to become a law. So, therefore, it goes through a lot of review. A lot of people put their signature on it. And that means that in our government, most people agree that that should become a law. And so we're not just throwing anything willy nilly. I mean, I learned a lot about the Bill of Rights and what it took for that to be um, made and for that to be established so that the anti-federalists could be more okay with having a centralized government uh, country instead of like power to the states. Um, Another thing that I learned was the different uh, roles that are given to each of the government branches. For example, the executive branch, the head of that is the president, and then he has his president's cabinet behind him to help him, like, support him and advise him. Um, and then there is the judicial branch, which is the least branch, or the branch with the least amount of um, information written about it. Therefore, it's like the most up to grabs, or some can consider it the weakest branch. And um, there they have the Supreme Court justices who have final authority over any court case, and usually are there to make sure that a case can be deemed constitutional or unconstitutional, meaning that it abides by what the Constitution has to say. The last branch that I'm going to go over is the legislative branch, or Congress, as it's most commonly known, which Congress is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate. And I've learned how long each of these certain roles are serving for. Like, for example, the Senate only serves for 2 years, but one third of the Senate has their like re-elections and stuff every 2 years. And then the president serves for 4 years, but they can go on for 2 terms. So that can maybe equal up to 8 years. Um, I mean, certain small things like that just help when you're talking to someone who's pretty ignorant or stubborn and they just want to bash my country. And I'm an American. I'm proud of that. So I need to know all this knowledge, all this information, so I can have the knowledge to combat what they're saying and prove that America is a good country. We have a good government. That's why we've been so successful over the past 200 or so years. Like, we're a very new country and we're still one, if not the biggest and best country in the world, at least in my opinion. And that's just a quick example of why this is important to know. And I hope that if you are about to take this class, then you really pay attention to what you have to learn in here and just have fun. Anyway, bye now.